I just can't believe that. So I checked out the Nintendo live stream. Wow, just wow. Okay. So kind of first off, my expectations, I kind of catered them to be rather low because we know how Nintendo could get at times. So main thing I was expecting was Mario Odyssey, Fire Emblem Warriors, a new Switch game, and Amiibos, because I knew the presentation was going to be about a half hour. Turns out it was less than that, but boy did they show a lot! So they showed more of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. When I first saw that, I'm like, no way, that's coming out 2017. And the thing that really stood out to me was that they were able to get the English voice actors on it. So I think I have more faith in it coming out 2017, but I would not be surprised if it gets delayed again. So then they showed off a new Kirby for the Switch. Seems cool. Kirby games are fun for me. Not the biggest, like, hugest fan, but alright, cool. I have something for my Switch coming up for next year. Now, the biggest bombshell for me. Metroid Prime 4 is a thing. Metroid Prime 4 is actually happening. Now, I would have just been having just a regular Metroid game, but no, they're like, oh, let's do Metroid Prime 4, because why not? So, after not getting like not a real Metroid game, we got Metroid Prime 4. And then also, after the stream itself, or after the main special showcase, they unveiled the 2D Metroid game. It's called Metroid Samus Returns, and it's a remake of the second Metroid. They updated it. There's also like combat in it, not just like kind of shooting your beam cannon, and a lot more precise. I like how they change up certain things up. It's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. I don't want to be like, oh, this looks like crap because they change a lot. I kind of going at it with an open mind, see how that goes, but also kind of very cautious. But either way, I'm just happy. We don't only get this one Metroid game, we get two of them. Two! Let's go! So kind of after that, I was still screaming while Yoshi was going on. So I guess it looks like, at first I thought it was a Yarn Yoshi game, like the one for the Wii U, and I just thought they were going to put it to the Switch because they've been doing that. But apparently it's just the new Yoshi game. Okay. Then, the other thing I was expecting, Fire Emblem Heroes, they showed more of that. That seemed cool. Then also, when they were showcasing on the Nintendo stream after the first showcase, they unveiled some Fire Emblem amiibos. Then they got into more of the Breath of the Wild DLC stuff. They showed most of the stuff in work, like in-game. I don't think so they've shown that before, from what I could recall. So that was cool, and then also they showed what the second DLC would be. Now they did say it was going to be story-based DLC. Turns out you get to be the 4 champions and Zelda, or it seems they kind of hinted at that. And then of course, they have amiibos coming out for the 4 champions. So let's go, amiibo collectors. So they're probably gonna be like here or somewhere in this room. So yeah, I'm hyped for that. Amiibos are awesome. And then they had like a little sizzle reel in the beginning. They had shown Rocket League in the middle of that. I'm like, me and my friend just looked at each other like, Rocket League isn't on the Switch yet, right? Or it didn't get announced? Well, there it was. And after that, they talked about it. They're like, Rocket League is coming for the Switch this year and also supports cross-platform play. Now, kind of an interesting thing to note is that later on, they said there will be cross-platform between PC, Xbox One, no PS4 though. Interesting. That was more of a Microsoft thing because they kind of had the same announcement with Minecraft, but now it seems like it's also going on to this. So I'm not sure what the deal is. I'm not sure if PS4 connection will be interrupted between the Xbox One. I'm not sure if that's even a thing. I might research this before even putting that in this video. So yeah, Rocket League to Switch. I'm happy. I actually haven't played Rocket League. I've been meaning to play it. I probably will now on the Switch. And the very last thing they had to showcase was they showed a new trailer for Mario Odyssey. Now this game looks cool. It looks very kind of different routes where you're able to possess stuff as Mario. And then kind of after the showcase they showed kind of live demonstration of Mario Odyssey, not as much as they did last year with Breath of the Wild, but for sure it looks cool. I was kind of worried at first because they were playing it with motion control, so I'm like, oh, like, don't tell me they're gonna force that. But apparently you can play it with a Pro Controller or without motion controls. Though I've heard some things will be difficult to perform without it. We'll see how that goes though. Also, one thing I was happy about this presentation was the fact that, okay, we have ARMS and Splatoon 2 coming. I was hoping that they wouldn't spend a lot of time on them. Luckily enough, they didn't even spend any time on that. Well, at least for that first kind of live stream thing. I think for sure that was my favorite press conference. And I don't want to say it's best of what and all that stuff. It's just I like Nintendo, and that really got my attention more than Sony stuff, more than some Microsoft stuff. Let us know what caught your attention in this live stream. Right down there in the comments, and make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. Alright guys, peace.